In this video, I want to do a regression problem that is a little bit more involved than just finding, say, the regression line for a set of data points, because often on some of those problems, they ask you to do more than just that. So let's just pretend like we are, first of all, given a set of data points, and we're asked to find maybe the best fit straight line through the data points, the regression line. So let's go to Stat, Edit, and I've already got some data points in there. I might just add a couple more. All right. So let's find the best fit straight line through the data points first. And we did this on another video, but I want to do a few other things with this too. But remember, to do that, you go to Stat, Calc, and then Linear Regression. Okay. And again, that tells the calculator to count the values in L1 as your x coordinates, the values in L2 as your y coordinates. And let's call this thing y1. On the more complicated problems, it's probably a really good idea to do that. So go to Variables, Y Variables, Function, y1, and we really should put that under Store Regression Equation. Let me try that again. Variables, Y Variables, Function, and y1. All right, so now calculate. So there is your regression line, and it's also saved it in the calculator as y1. So if you press y equals, there it is. You don't have to write it down or remember it. So there it is. So often on these kind of problems, they'll ask you for the y coordinate for a particular x value when you're after you find the regression equation. So how do you do that? Well, you could graph it if you want to. Well, one way to find a function value from a graph is just to do this. Just hit trace, and then if I want the y coordinate when x is equal to 2, I hit 2, enter. So you can see the y coordinate there is about negative 2.11. Another example, if I want x equals, or the y coordinate for x equals 5, I would just hit 5, enter. But you have to hit trace first. All right, now also sometimes they'll give you a y coordinate and they'll say, well, what is the corresponding x value for this y coordinate for this regression line? So how do you do that? Let's just say they say, well, what is the x value when, say, y is equal to 8? So what you do is you go back to y equals, and go ahead and let another function be y equals 8. And graph the two curves and look for the point of intersection. The x value of that point of intersection is the solution. That's the x value that corresponds to y equals 8. But let's get that actually on the screen here by going to Window. And I'm just going to change my x min to maybe negative 100. Hopefully that's far enough to the left. We'll find out. Yeah, it is. So the x coordinate of that point is the answer. So how do you find it? We'll just go to second trace. We're looking for a point of intersection. And let me move my cursor a little bit. I guess I moved it too far to the left, but I want to put it on the screen and make it kind of close to that point of intersection. It'll pop up in a second. There it is. So I move it kind of close to the point of intersection, then press enter 3 times. So the x coordinate when y is equal to 8 is negative 25.933.